Hello friends and friends of friends. I'm standing on the corner of Lameda Boulevard and Ventura. You're looking at a piece of property that I would love to build my first homeless camp on. Then we're going to go down and we're going to interview a few of the homeless people. I've been in here and met a man by the name of Robert, and he's supposed to have a few people lined up for me. This is not scripted. Now we're going to walk down here a ways and I'm going to show you what could be a magnificent lake. But it's a wetlands right now. And with me today is the assistant to the president, Carlos. Say hello, Carlos.
Hello.
Yeah, we heard.
And Frida. Say hello, Frida.
Hello.
Hello, gentlemen. Okay, let's take a walk. Okay, now where we're going to go is under that freeway bridge that you're looking at. Many of the homeless that were in the field when they ran them out a week ago moved up under the bridge. They allowed them to stay. My understanding is in Orange County, there's 68,000 homeless people, and the county is running all the people out from under the freeway bridges where they live. This is obviously oil property up here on the flatlands. Now I'm coming down the cement driveway that they've poured here, and I'm showing you the wetlands. And you can see it's full of reeds. Now, my understanding is if this place was dredged down, I don't know, 5 or 6 feet, the reeds can't grow. So if the county would come in here and dredge this, let me use it, boy, what a homeless camp I could build here. Comes Frida and Carlos. This guy won't quit talking to her. He lives here. Okay, now take a look at this. Take a look at what could be a beautiful lake. Right now you're seeing it full of trash and garbage, and you're going to see it even worse. There's a new mosquito plague that's going around besides malaria. I can't think of the name of it now. But boy, is this a breeding ground for it. Go ahead and climb it. Can you see all that trash and garbage? There was an article in the paper recently about some city closing them down because of the defecation. They were dumping the defecation in the water. Are they doing that here? Is this a breeding ground for disease for the community? Hell, I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but I speculate it is. Last week there was a nice camp right here, 2 or 3 tents, and they come in and run them out. They also picked up a huge amount of trash last week. Robert tells me they do come and pick up the trash from time to time, but if they had dispensers out on the street, they would carry their trash out there. Can you see all that garbage? Incredible. But we're protecting a bug or a frog. Why not, huh? Now we're going over on the left side, but you can see there's a bunch of tents and homeless people living on the right side. Some more pollution. Do you suppose these poor people bathe in this mess? Where do they bathe? Okay, that guy's got Frida's attention up here. So, forgive my jiggling here, but I want to walk you in to where we're going. And we're going to meet Robert. I've been in here and talked with Robert 3 times now. I find him a delightful man. I tell him he could be the general of this camp because the homeless people are going to run their own camp. That's my plan. They're going to build their own camp. They're going to construct their own camp. As a result of that, they're going to become a family.
When it rains, during rainy season, this place, the shit plant, shit channel.
What is this? Ocean control or something.
Hey, this place right here is the second largest shit plant.
Oh, that's what it is.
It's sanitation.
But it's still too.
Hello, Robert or Heidi? Are you home?
Robert's not here. He had to work.
Oh, he said he'd be back. Heidi, come out and talk to me a minute.
Yeah.
This is Heidi.
Oh no, please don't do that.
Well, okay, I'll shoot the other way. Okay. Heidi, Robert had to go to work. He said he'd be home by 6.
Yeah, I don't know. He should be, hopefully. He just went to go work on someone's motorbike.
Okay, well, he was gonna line up 4 or 5 people for me to interview.
Oh, I don't know about all that. I don't know. He only told me that you were supposed to be. I don't know. He didn't even say today that you were supposed to come, but he just told me a couple days ago. That
Well, I just talked with him this morning.
Oh, okay.
We must have a landscaper in here. Robert's got up solar panels over here. These people are really quite ingenious in smart. Hello. They've gone down to get me some volunteers here for the video. My first interview here is with a gentleman by the name of
Eric,
Eric. This is Eric. Eric, how long have you lived in this camp?
about 20 years.
20 years, right here.
Yeah, right here.
Wow. Wow. Eric was telling me a very interesting story. I'm going to pan up here and let you see the black under this bridge. See how it's so black? Eric, would you tell us the story behind that black?
Okay, what happened was
Girls.
about 10, 12 years ago, they came down here and kicked us all out of the field right there
Talk loud.
and pushed us all underneath this underpass. And came back the next day and arrested us for trespassing, everybody, and kept us in jail for a day and a half. Well, they do everything. All this stuff was in the center. They came back that night and lit it on fire.
They lit it on fire. Everything you people had, they lit on fire.
They torched it.
Okay.
So what happened was all the heat from the fire cracked this underpass. So any little earthquake that happens, this thing's coming down.
Wow. Wow.
I don't understand that. You take us all to jail that day for trespassing, which is a site release. You keep us for a day and a half. so they can create this fire that they started. I just don't understand why they're doing this. And right now they're doing the same thing. They're pushing us all back from the field, back underneath this underpass again. I mean, what's Carson Sheriff's really up to?
Was it the Carson Sheriffs that came a week ago and ran you all up here?
Yes.
And was it the county that was collecting the trash?
Yeah, the county comes in down here and cleans up and everything. Well, they push us out. I mean, come on, the field's only 20 feet away, but they don't want us in there because if they come back, they're going to arrest us for trespassing.
If you're in the field.
In the field. What's the difference? We got to go through the field to get under here. I don't understand what's the difference.
And I understand in many cities now, they're going in and running the homeless people out from under all freeway overpasses. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I guess some kind of accident happened. Whatever. I don't know really. But
How you've been homeless for 20 years? Have you done work during that period of time?
yeah, I do little side jobs whenever they come by me. You know what I mean? I go recycling. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Just, you know what I mean? I got GR. You know what I mean?
And you were telling me that this flood control has some kind of bags placed down there to collect trash, but they never come and get it.
If you turn your camera and you can see the thing that they built across the channel, they put these big nylon bags to collect all the debris when it rains. They don't empty it. It's been here 2 years and I've seen them empty it maybe 3 times. And you got dead raccoons going in there, you got all kinds of dead feces going in there, and it sits there and rots.
And
it creates mosquitoes and everything. And
you do have a mosquito problem here?
yeah, big time.
Big time.
Yeah, because you can see how the water just sits.
Okay, Eric. Are you on any kind of a narcotic?
No, I just drink and I smoke weed.
You smoke a little weed and drink a beer.
And that's about it.
Okay. So you haven't had any experience in drug rehabilitation?
Well, years ago.
Years ago. And are you pretty happy all in all being homeless?
Yeah, because I got adapted to this life. I mean, I got used to it, and I mean, I can do whatever I want. And, I mean, I don't have to worry about any bills paid and stuff like that.
Are you proud? Are you proud of yourself, or do you feel less than because you're homeless?
Not at all. I don't care what anybody thinks.
You don't care what anybody thinks. So you're not suffering any kind of depression because you're homeless.
Not at all.
Good for you, man.
Not at all.
You're the kind of guy I'd want to be on the island with when it's just you and me.
Not at all. I don't let this get to me, but the only thing that gets to me is the sheriff. I mean, come on, man, you come down here and arrest us for trespassing when you got a sign up front that says it's a wildlife preserve. I mean, open for the public to come watch these birds that are rare that live in here. I mean, you're gonna for trespassing. Take you to jail for trespassing. They gotta they gotta call the owner of the property to come ask you to leave. I mean, if you don't leave, then they have the right to bring the sheriffs. The sheriffs just can't come in here and arrest you for trespassing. They're going way beyond what the law reads. I mean, they're doing the opposite.
And would you consider that you've been here 20 years, you've seen a lot of people come and go. Do you form a family here?
Yeah, we're all a family here.
You're all a family.
Yeah.
You all help each other.
We all help each other. We look out for each other. I mean, you know, if anybody needs anything, I mean, we ask.
If I was to build a homeless camp here, would these people actually do the physical work, pour the cement under supervision, pour the cement, frame the buildings, build a man's barracks, a woman's barracks, a huge hall? Would these people be inclined to want to get involved in building their own heaven on earth camp number 1?
Well, for sure.
All of them.
Everybody, yeah. Anything to help us out. I mean, most of us would do it. I mean,
okay, my friend. Thank you for the interview. The other folks will be here any minute, and we'll get to them. And this young lady's name is?
Chelsea Tello. My name is Chelsea Tello. I've been homeless for almost 2 years now. And I just want to say that.
Come in a little closer. So you're louder.
I'm Chelsea Tello. I've been homeless for about 2 years now. It's been me, my dog, and a couple cats. I didn't choose to be homeless, but it just ended up that way. And you know, it's a lot harder than it really seems. We do need help down here. We do. We all are like a family out here. We help each other out when they need help. We may fight just like a family would, but who doesn't? And I just wanted to kind of say that they're kind of trying to take our homes apart, or trying to take them away from us. I mean, you do take things for granted, for sure. It is hard. You know, I may not look like I'm homeless, but I am. But I make sure I keep that way. And
Chelsea, let me ask you a question. Do you have family that would help you if you ask?
yes, if I ask. But my choice is to. I don't like to ask. I'm not one to ask for help. I want to be able to do it on my own. And I want to prove that to myself, not to anybody else, but to myself. So I can have help. It just would be in a different state if I needed it. So,
Would you say that maybe you're just right now trying to find yourself? What you want to do in the future?
in a way, but not, because I could be doing it a lot, more. I could try harder.
Well, you could obviously be married. You could obviously be working at a grocery store as a clerk.
I've definitely done all of it. I've never been married, but I've definitely had jobs before, and it does help to have those. Yes, it does. I can go out and get it. I guess I am trying to find myself, but I know I could do it somewhere else. But this is where I've just ended up at.
Are you proud?
I'm proud that I can do it on my own, that I can survive out here on my own. But I would like to be a lot prouder of myself, but that's on me, and I have to do that myself, no one else.
And are you thinking about your future and what you
Yes.
want to do?
Yes, very much so. I am. I would like to, I wouldn't like to be homeless. I don't want to be homeless, but it's just where I'm at. I always tell, everyone that, let's try to do something. Let's try to go out and, get a job, or go out and be outside of here, but you can always come back to it if you have to, but.
Chelsea, if I could come in here and construct a hard constructed homeless camp, men's barracks, women's barracks, big meeting hall,
It'd be amazing.
would you physically help build that?
Oh, yes, I would.
And you would work in the kitchen or
I may not look like it, but I am a builder. I have built my own spot before down here. I've had wood walls, everything. I've built the whole thing. And sturdy structure, it helps a lot.
Chelsea, the last question, are you on any kind of drugs? As a habit, I'm saying.
Yeah, I will say that, but that's no way to judge someone.
Right,
if they are.
but is it a hard drug or just marijuana? Hard drug. Would you like to have a counselor that you could talk with about it?
I'm okay.
You're okay right now?
Yeah, I'm good on that. Just because that's with me. If I don't want to do it, then I need to tell myself that. I need to be able to prove to myself that I don't need that. I mean, I don't need it. I don't need it. It's not who really I should be. It's the one thing I'm not proud of, but it's just where I'm at. It just happened that way.
And do you feel you're damaging your mind like methamphetamine does?
Yes,
You do.
I do. Well, I do to a point, just because it's nothing like that should ever be good for anybody. But it's a choice, I guess. But it's not the greatest choice, I know that. But I chose that.
Do you think counseling would help if I could get a counselor to come to the camp and speak with you?
No.
Okay.
That's my half on it. I don't think anybody can tell me, what I don't already know. I already know what I should do, what I shouldn't do, and I know right from wrong. I was taught that way. I I was raised that way.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Very much so, or just a belief?
I believe he's there. He made us. I mean, someone had to. So he did. I do believe he's there. He's never gone. Never left us. Never left our shoulders. Never done us wrong. It's either with you or with him. So that's how I see it.
Is there anything else that you might like to add?
Just a little bit more, of us needing to clean up is a little bit more we should do. A little bit more help from the community. I know it's not their fault that all this trash is here, but it's also not all of ours. At least some of us do help clean up. A lot of us don't. A lot of us should, but some don't care.
Do you bathe in the
Every
water?
single day.
Or you bathe in your tent?
I have a shower tent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you get the water from here, from the drainage ditch?
No, not from here. No, this
Okay.
is bad water. This is
Okay.
not good water. I go. I know it's not what we're supposed to do, but I have to get it somewhere. So if anything, they'll have a hose or something that's somewhere, and I fill up water jugs, 5-gallon jugs, and I do it every single day. I make sure that I live the way that I live right now because I want to. I don't disrespect myself.
And you're so beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're so very beautiful. I know that when you find yourself, you can go out and you... Friends and friends of friends, this is my contact. I have come into this camp now, 4 times, and I've met Robert, and I think the world of him. I call him General Robert because this guy could be the general that runs this camp. The homeless are going to run their own camp. They're going to have their own hierarchy. They'll have their privates, their corporals, their sergeants, and General Robert here. So Robert, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions. How long have you been homeless, Robert? Speak very loud.
3 years.
3 years. Come a little closer because I can't hear you. And prior to being homeless, what did you do in life?
Military.
Got to speak way up, Robert.
I was in the military.
In the military for how long?
3 years.
3 years. And what did you do in the military?
Cable.
Cable?
Yeah.
Like communications? Are you experienced in all forms of communications?
Yes.
You could go out and get a job in communications. Maybe. Are you happy being homeless? I asked Robert, and I'm going to ask him again. Robert, what could I do to help you and the other people here tomorrow? I understand you get all the free food, free clothing, tents, cell phones, etc., etc. What could I do that you're not now getting that would make your life easier and happier?
Water.
Water? Clean water. What about showers and a potty dump here? Some dumps up on the street up there where you people could do that. I heard that, I can't remember the city, but that they were running the homeless people off because they were throwing their defecation in the drainage canal. What do you people do with your defecation?
Bury it.
You bury it out in the field out here. That's smart. That's smart. Robert, if I could get a camp started and we were going to build these barracks, would you be willing to help pour the cement, frame the building, etc.? And then would you be willing to work in that camp, whatever, a guard, cook, whatever's necessary to help run that camp? Because my thinking is the homeless are going to run their own camp and they're going to build their own family that way. And Robert, what about narcotics? Are you on any kind of narcotic? No. Drink a little beer? You don't drink? You don't use narcotics?
No, I smoke.
You smoke a little weed?
That's it.
Okay. Okay. So you don't need any kind of drug rehabilitation program. Tell me about the rest of the people that live here. Are they all? I've interviewed 3 of you now, and you're all wonderful people. Do you have bad people here or people that you don't want to associate with? Or are they all pretty good people? For the most part, they're all good people. You consider them your family right now?
No.
No, they're not your
Not
family.
all of them.
And do you have family?
Yeah.
Would they help you if you asked?
No.
Would your family help you if you asked them to?
Yeah.
They would, and you're not asking. You're kind of like Chelsea, you're independent. You feel like, you look like a pretty young man. Do you feel like you're kind of just on the interim until you figure out what you're going to do next with your life?
Yeah.
Cool. your answers are always to the point, man. If you're the general. And do you believe in God?
Yeah.
I mean, do you really believe there's a God? Do you pray?
Not often.
Not often. But you do believe. Would you be willing to attend church every day here in the camp?
Well, about every day.
You know, hour every morning, hour and a half after breakfast.
Maybe, yeah.
And if I were to bring in speakers that were motivational speakers and speakers that told you about evolution and creation and speakers that told you about ways that you could examine your own attitude and conduct, would that be beneficial to you, that kind of speaking, that kind of training, if you would?
Yeah.
Last question, my friend. Are you proud?
Proud?
Proud. Are you proud of yourself right now?
Not really.
Not really. Are you depressed in any way?
I'm depressed either.
And you're not proud and you're not depressed. You're a very honest man. You're a very honest man. You could have told me anything you wanted to say there. Robert, General Robert. I keep telling this guy he's going to be the general of this camp if I can get it built. Don't he look like a general? I mean, oh yeah, man, generals are real quiet. Kind of, you don't know what they're thinking or what they're going to do next. Okay, Robert, thank you so much. Okay, here's a gentleman. What is your name, sir?
My name's Ted. Ted Mathis.
Ted, asking the same questions of everybody. How long have you been homeless, Ted?
I've been homeless for about 5 years.
5 years. And is there a particular reason that you're homeless?
Just a breakup with the girlfriend.
A breakup with a girlfriend. So you've been sort of in a state of depression about that?
Yeah.
Do you do any work?
I did. I'm a martial arts instructor. So,
You're a martial arts instructor. Do you receive any kind of a pension?
no.
So-
No pension, nothing. Just cow fresh on GR.
Well, you look so strong and young. You could work if you chose.
Try to stay, try to eat right and all that. You know, so
Good.
out here keeps you healthy.
Okay. Are you on any kind of narcotic habit?
No.
No narcotic habit. Okay.
Just alcohol.
Drink a beer? Yeah. Do you feel that if we were to build construct a camp here, that you could help pour the cement, frame the building, etc., etc.?
Absolutely.
You do.
Absolutely.
You'd look forward to it.
Yeah. Right on.
Do you feel that this is a family that you live with?
Down here, absolutely.
It is a close
Yeah.
family. You all help each other out.
Absolutely.
If there was one thing you would name that you don't have now that I could do tomorrow for you, what would it be?
Maybe some outhouses.
Outhouses.
Yeah, so then we don't have to go and do it the way we do it, you know, and be a lot easier for the workers who come pick up the trash and all that stuff.
And what about trash bins up on the sidewalk up there, where you could carry all your trash up and put it in a regular?
Put it right here. We put it right here where all the trash is at.
Right. But what if you carried? So what if you carried it out on the street and put it in the?
The trash? The trash? We don't carry it to the street. They come pick it up first.
But if there were receptacles, you would.
Oh yeah, if there's trash cans and all that, that'd be great.
Okay.
You know, that'd be absolutely way easier.
Are you basically happy being homeless?
No,
No.
no, but I've been here before. I know the question. I know the answer to the question. You know what I mean? Maybe it's my depression. It's just, you know, I'm diagnosed schizoaffective, so I get tired of jobs. I get burnt out. I don't like to be told what to do. I going for SSI right now. So.
If have you spoke with counselors about your problem?
Yeah, I have a psychiatrist and all that. I'm going for SSI right now. I'm just waiting for my appeal dates.
Okay.
The lawyer's gonna work that out. Just
And
waiting patiently.
And last question, do you believe in God?
Absolutely.
Do you pray?
Yeah.
Do you give gratitude to God?
Yes.
Do you feel that you're kind of in limbo right now? You kind of just don't know what the hell you're going to do with yourself next, and you're trying to find yourself?
Yeah.
Ah,
Just kind of hit the words right on the dot.
very good, my friend. Thank you so much for this.
Appreciate it.
Okay, my friend, what is your first name?
My name is Joel.
Joel. Glad to meet you, Joel. And
Likewise.
what's the dog's name?
This is Morgan.
Morgan. And how long have you had Morgan?
Morgan, she's going about a year and a half now.
Ah, your companion.
Yeah, definitely.
May I ask you,
Yes.
how long have you been homeless?
About 3 years now, let's say.
And is there a particular reason?
Many reasons. You say mostly personal. Just situations, changed between me and my ex, and just ended up out here. You know what I mean? Ended up out here, and kind of grew roots, I guess you could say. Yeah.
Well, you look young and strong. Do you do any side work?
Yeah, I do plenty of side work. A lot of side work. Anything I can facilitate to anyone who doesn't have the time to do it themselves or whatever. Basically, I do build stuff for people, fix things, fix it, man, all around, do everything.
Do you do yard work?
Yard work, anything, any work that comes my way that I can do. Mostly a bicycle building and stuff like that. But anything that comes my way, any way I can help anybody out. Yeah.
A second question: are you having any kind of a drug problem?
Yeah, I guess you could say so. Depends on your definition of a problem. There's I definitely abuse of substances. Sometimes you feel you have to. Sometimes you feel it's just disability, mental disability, whatever. Sorry about that.
This guy told me he built that himself from scratch.
Busy place down here. Going on. A lot going on. People would be, I think, surprised if they came down here and found out, because we're not just a bunch of bums who just sit and do nothing. Believe it or not, a lot of people here are actually very resourceful, very innovative, very innovative.
Talented.
Very talented. Yes, very talented. There's a lot of talent, a lot of skill, mostly in building and a lot of inventors down here. It's really an interesting experience. You meet a lot of interesting people down here.
Do you consider yourself part of a family with all these people?
Definitely.
You all help each other out?
Definitely. We have to. We have to.
If there was one thing I could do for you tomorrow that could make your life easier, better, happier, what would be that one thing that you need?
That would be a place of residence that we can claim our own without constantly being forced out, constantly being forced to move, change, somewhere that is sanctioned for us. You know what I mean? We're not in the public eye, bothering the public, and just to do what anyone else wants to do, live our lives. You know what I mean? Just live our lives without being harassed or constantly, bulldozered and bamboozled. Just constantly, there's really per se no place for us. We found a place here, and that semi works, but at the same time it's not exactly legal and stuff like that. So a place where we can call home, really call it home, and it's known as our home. That would be a beautiful thing. That would be a beautiful thing. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm going to try to accomplish for you.
Excellent.
If not right here, maybe somewhere else.
Anywhere will do. You know what I mean? Anywhere will do. Somewhere that my family, we can all hang our hat. You know what I mean? Say, hey, this is home. We're finally home.
And if we did that, and there were services that you could give back to the community, would you be willing to do it?
Oh, absolutely. currently that's what I do. You know what I mean? Especially some of our elderly members here, so have trouble moving around, doing stuff. They know. Everyone knows. Hit me up. If I can catch me and I'm available, can do, will do. Can do, will do. Always.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for the interview.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, we're getting ready to leave our interview. I wish we could have got a couple more ladies, but they didn't want to participate. Frida has had years of experience in raising money for charitable trusts. She is going to be dynamite in this organization. Carlos here, well, he's assistant to the president. He drives, he does all kinds of things. And cook, I'm gonna open a restaurant with this man. This man can cook. All right. Okay, we're getting ready to leave here now. It's about 7 o'clock at night. And Frida, pan down and show him those bags he was talking about that collect the trash. Look at the trash that's in there. This is not trash these people have thrown in here. This comes down the river, so to speak. So, over here now. So, now you know. Now you've seen it. The question is, what are we going to do about it? It's becoming an epidemic in the United States, and it's going to get worse. What are we going to do about it? These are God's children. They shouldn't have to live like this. We have the resources inside the community to be able to give to them what they need and have them turn around and help the community, which they've all said, yes, they're willing to do that. From pick up trash to paint somebody's house, to guard the schools, call the cops if they see a suspicious person. These people are good people. They're just down and out. We need to help them, or it's going to get a whole lot worse. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don Dickson signing off. Stay tuned, there's more coming. Bye-bye.